This is not much of an establishing shot, but this is where I'm starting today's video. At camp. Pretty fantastic looking, isn't it? Don't you wish you lived here? You guys probably can't hear it, but the thunder is clapping up there in the skies. Lightning. Oh, it's happening. It's getting ready to downpour. So here in Florida, this happens every day about 4 o'clock. We still have, well, no, it's getting ready to start. It's 4 o'clock. We're going to get hammered for about an hour. And like I said, it's an everyday occurrence. Once the leaves start twitching, that means the wind is picking up. Wait for it. We'll know when it comes because these leaves are going to go crazy. Here it comes. Okay, maybe not just yet. What I like to do is make sure everything is fine every day. If I'm home at this hour, you know, I got my bird feeder here, and we got these cardinals that come out and start chowing, and they eat the bird seed I put out. And then in about another 2 or 3 hours after the rain has already passed, then the raccoons come out and they raid the bird feeder. And we'll have raccoons out here just digging into it, bending the thing over, and it just becomes a home. It becomes an everyday occurrence. So it's kind of like a religion for me. I have to do this every day, at least when I'm home. Yeah, raccoons, they mess things up. They're cute, they're adorable. But when you got things like that back there, it's like, you know, you got that for a specific critter. In our case, it is the squirrels, which we haven't had many squirrels here lately, but we have been having some cardinals and some other birds come here and chow down. The raccoons do steal everybody's food, not just our food, but also the other animals' foods. Like if we're out here eating, oh, the raccoons will come out of the woods and they'll just, they're little beggars. They're not just trash bandits. They just don't hit the dumpsters and garbage cans. They also hit the camps begging for food. And you do your best not to feed them. You know, you're not supposed to feed the wildlife. Don't feed the alligators. Don't feed the bears. Don't feed the raccoons. But it's so hard because they come up and they become so friendly and accustomed, especially here at the campgrounds, of campers just feeding them. They expect it. It's like they need it. They want it. They crave it. And it's so hard to say no to them. And so instead of just regular human food, we try and stick with corn on the cob like I got over here. I've been buying this squirrel food, which is just dried out corn on the cob. I figure that's healthier for the animals, right? That they can eat that. In fact, this here's a freshie. So I'm going to toss it over there, and that's what they get tonight, and along with some sunflower seeds and stuff. We're trying not to really go crazy with the hot dogs, the hamburger buns, the dog food, the cat. Well, we don't have a cat anymore. Something got it out here in the woods, but you know, we try not to feed them too many crazy things. We try and keep it semi-natural. Oh, with the sounds off in the sky, it's getting close. The rain is starting to fall. In just a minute, ooh. How do people get lightning shots? Because that was a lightning, but the camera... But my camera did not pick it up. Anybody know how to grab the perfect lightning shot on video? Let me know the proper settings. This is a Sony. I'm going to go ahead and start tomorrow's video, or continuing on with the video tomorrow. But lightning just struck here, and luckily we have battery power in the RV, because I just went to that because we lost all power here in the campground. Lightning struck something over here, and I just have a feeling today might be a little bit crazy. So I'm going to keep the camera ready. Don't know what's going to happen. Thunder is still booming. Rain is hitting the tarp. It's going to get crazy. Oh, there was some. I don't know if the camera picked it up. There was some lightning. that struck over near Disney's Animal Kingdom because that's just right there, and it looked like it hit right there. Whoop. That's a big one. Ready? That's insane. Let's just watch. I really want to be able to capture some lightning. I just don't know how to do it. Do you put your camera in slow motion? Do you shoot at like 120 frames a second? Or I shoot at 24 frames a second. Is that what counts as the what setting you have to grab that lightning? I don't know. Do you just do like I said, slow motion and do like 120, 160 frames or however many that is, or do you just do like 24, 30 like normal? Sure like to figure it out because we get some pretty spectacular lightning here in Florida. There went one, but it was too fast. Well, the rain is over with for now, lightning gone. And I thought to myself, you know, I want to go do something. I want to go look for alligators. I want to go out to the swamps. I want to go to the theme parks. I want to go to some attraction. But it's just not the day for it. I realized that I really don't do too much around here. You know, yeah, I tear camp down or help tear camp down. I put camp up. That's usually like on day one, right when we first move. And I don't even do the inside. My job when we move is to connect the septic tank, the electric, get air, you know, stabilization, dropping the trailer and doing all that stuff. While Steph's job is to set up her flowers and everything on her table. And then when she's done with that, she usually does that while I am, you know, leveling the trailer and doing all that. And then she kicks me outside and says, do not come in, because she's straightening because when we move, this place looks like a hurricane hit it inside or a tornado went through the inside because we just have to lay everything down because we're traveling. So it's a big mess. So her job is to get everything livable. But after a week or so of living out here, it gets a little bit dirty in here. And I know she does like the bedding, the sheets, our laundry and everything else on her days off. On my days off, I'm usually talking to you guys or going off on an adventure somewhere. I think on today's day off, I am going to go ahead and do something I rarely do, which I should. Because why can't us guys clean the inside of the house sometimes? I'll probably do a terrible job. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to get in here and clean. I'm going to scrub the floors, do the dishes, clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen. She's going to get off work. She's going to come home and she goes, oh, it looks nice in here. Oh, that looks, oh, you did a really good job. Except for that, you missed a spot right here. That's going to happen. We, as guys, we know that's going to happen. But it doesn't stop us from at least attempting to clean. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to head over to Walmart, get some cleaning supplies. We have some down here, but I don't feel they're the ones that I want. They're the ones that she uses. And I only know so many cleaning supplies. I know a mop, a bucket, soap, and scrubbing pads. That's what I know. So I'm going to go get that stuff, and I'm going to do my best to clean in here and make it a little bit more, I don't know, a place where a female would go, oh, you know what? Yeah, I want to come home after work because the house is clean. Hey, we got lots of good stuff today. Yeah, I already went to the store, and it's surprising how much stuff you need. You think you need about the same type of cleaning supplies that you would use in a normal house, except for something like this, but I'm used to this. And I know it could be used in here. Now, when it comes time to move, what do you do with it? I don't know. Where do you store this thing? We'll worry about that later. Okay, so to beginners, I just went with the Walmart brand stuff. Look, I'm a guy. I try and go cheap. And not that she doesn't. She tries to go cheap too because things are so expensive nowadays. But got some all-purpose cleaner with bleach. I figure mix this with a little bit of water. in the kitchen sink. I could dip this thing in there and have a good go at it. Also, our Glades smelled good. They had these on sale. This here is coconut water and beach grass. Don't know what it smells like because it's all wrapped, but I'm assuming it's gonna be okay. At nighttime, we like to sit out here in our chairs and enjoy the lightning and everything, the heat lightning and the raccoons and stuff. But we got these deadly yellow flies. They're kind of like a horse fly, but they go after us instead of horses, and they're relentless. So for $1, got two fly swatters for $1. And then the Ponce de la Resistance, is that the word? I think it's something like that, is the inside shower curtain, not the outside decorative one, but the inside one has like shampoo stains and everything else on it. So I'm gonna blow her mind. I got a new shower curtain. So when she gets off of work today, any trouble that I've been in the past, this should all wipe it away. Well, I'm gonna wipe it away, but my troubles should be wiped away too. I'm not gonna show you guys me doing the work. I'm not gonna show you the inside. If you wanna see what the inside looks like when it was brand new, just go back on my other channel, Live, L-I-V, Love EV. Shows the very first day we got this up until now, us living in it for 2 years. So you'll know what the inside looks like. Right now, I mean, we got so much stuff we have to get rid of that I'm just gonna kind of be working all around that. It's gonna be the same inside messiness wise, but it's gonna be a clean mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you the perspiration that it caused me to do this. This is manual labor. Okay, this looks pretty good. I did the floor, but because I have a bad habit of doing the last thing first. So I'm walking on a semi-wet floor. That's how often I do this. I don't know the routine of it. You're supposed to start from top to bottom. So I did the floor first, and then I'm walking on a wet floor trying to clean the Ninja air fryer, the sink, the bathroom, hanging the new shower curtain. So I worked backwards. So I just went ahead and had to do everything over again. So I went ahead and did the stovetop range, the TV, the Ninja, the sink. By putting stuff away, it just seems to me, in my brain at least, in a men's brain, that this went pretty fast. It seems like when she does it, it takes a long time, like an hour or two. That could be me. That could be me doing things wrong, knowing that she's going to complain when she comes home. It looks like he started doing something, but didn't quite finish, and then rub her fingers along something, hoping to see some dust, but I made sure I dusted. Did I dust good enough? I don't know. Did I clean the floor good enough? I don't know. I cleaned the toilet, behind the toilet, the shower, put up a new shower curtain. Trying to make her life a little bit easier. It's just, I don't know. I like things clean also, but they don't have to be spick and span. It just has to be organized and kind of, no grime anymore. And I feel that's how it looks inside now. I could be wrong. Watching the next video, I'll tell you what she thought about it. I am not going to record her reaction. That would put me in the doghouse for sure. Peace, everybody. P.S. I keep forgetting to hold the mic up here when I don't have a shirt to put it on.